process more efficient. Thank you.
Well, I would like to request the audience to kindly give the patient hearing. It's not easy. Students are coming here. At least what we can do, we can give them the patient hearing. That's all we can give them at least.
And a big round of applause.
And a big round of applause. Yes. Now, from GDC Tral again, I would like to call Mahtasib Muzaffar Par. Mohtasib. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce it. Sorry for that. Please.
Respected jury, honorable guests, and my fellow participants, Assalamu alaikum adab. I am Mohtasib Muzaffar, representing Government Degree College Tral, and it's an honor for me to stand here. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to SHMM, Government Degree College Anantnag, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts as a youth for the development of nation, one election, a step towards Viksit Bharat. Elections in India are held separately for Lok Sabha and state assemblies. This leads to frequent elections, which slows down development and disrupt governance. If all elections are held together, the government can focus on long-term politics rather than always preparing for next election. It will promote political stability. Another major benefit is economic savings. Elections cost billions, and these frequent elections divert funds which can be used for the purpose of education, healthcare, defense, and so on. With one nation, one election, we can save these resources and invest them in building a stronger India. Another factor is unity. Unity is a key to progress. Different elections result in social and political divisions. One election cycle will ensure stability, peace, harmony, and help leaders sorry, and help leaders focus on national welfare rather than, rather than short-term political gains. It will strengthen democracy and make governance more efficient. For a Viksit Bharat, we need stability, economic rise, and unity. One nation, one election. It is not just a reform, but a base for the India's future. If not we, then who? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, what I felt from here that we are taking our opportunities for granted. This is a wonderful opportunity for all the students. What I personally feel that most of the students were not prepared. So don't take your opportunities for granted. Next time, whenever you get such an opportunity, just grab it. So further to next to continue, I would like to call Rifat Shmm from GDC Chal.
Respected judges, honorable guests and dignitaries and audience, I welcome you all with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Imshan Amin from Pulwama, Jammu and Kashmir, and I am representing Government Degree College Tran. Today, I stand before you to talk about a bold vision, one nation, one election. Imagine a country where elections don't happen every few months, but once in 5 years. A system where governance is smooth, development is fast, and resources are saved. That is the dream of one nation, one election. A dream that can shape one nation, one election. Dream that can shape one nation, one election that can shape the future of Viksit Bharat. What is Viksit Bharat? A nation where everyone has equal opportunities, equal rights, a strong economy, and a thriving society. Where people are healthy, educated, and where people are healthy, educated, where people are healthy, educated, and and have essential all resources. Right now, India holds elections separately for Lok Sabha and state assemblies. This means you can pose huge expenses and political distractions. But if we vote once and focus on progress for the next 5 years, With one nation, one election, we can save thousands of crores spent on repeated election, reduce the burden on security forces and election workers, boost economic growth by keeping politics stable. Countries like South Africa and Sweden already follow this model successfully. If they can do, why not Bharat? But great change need great decision. If we want a developed India by 2047, we must start today. So let's come together, support electoral reforms and make democracy efficient, more effective and more empowering. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
From one part of the, yes,
Can you clarify the name?
Rifat Shmm. As we have moved from main town Pulwama to Tral, now it's again from Tral, it's to the land of saffron. From GDC Pampur, I would like to call Zishan Ramzan. So please come over here. Zishana Ramzan. Sorry, Zishana Ramzan.
मोहतरम प्रिंसिपल सर, जीडीसी अनंतनाग, मुअज़्ज़िज़ जज साहिबान, दीगर असातिज़ा किराम और अजीज दोस्तों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं ज़ीशाना रमजान गवर्नमेंट डिग्री कॉलेज पांपोर से इस डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल यूथ पार्लियामेंट में आई हूँ, जिसका मौजू वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन है। एक कौम एक इंतखाब, यानी वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन। इसका मतलब मुल्क में तमाम रियासतों और मरकज के इंतखाबात एक ही वक्त में हैं। विकसित भारत का तस्वुर एक कौम एक इंतखाब के तहत बहुत अहमियत रखता है। इसका मकसद मुल्क में तरक्की और इस्तेकाम को फरोग देना है। हम सब देखते हैं कि वोट देना हमारा हक भी है और फर्ज भी। अगर इंतखाबात एक ही साथ हो तो इससे अवाम में ज़हनी परेशानी कम होगी। विकसित भारत एक कौम एक इंतखाब के तहत जुड़ा हुआ है। अगर इंतखाबात एक ही साथ हो तो इससे मुल्क में तरक्की और इस्तेकाम को फरोग देना अच्छा ही होगी।
Jury is requested to kindly give a signal once they are done with their reports. Now from GDC Pampur again, I would like to call Saika Bashir to speak on this one nation and one election. Please, Saika Bashir.
हम वतन ये गुलिस्तान तेरा भी है मेरा भी है, हम वतन ये गुलिस्तान तेरा भी है मेरा भी है, इसका हर सूद वजियां तेरा भी है मेरा भी है। मुअज़्ज़ज़ सदर मजलिस, सफाई सामी में तशरीफ फरमा ख़वातीन हज़रात, मेरे प्यारे साथियों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं साइका गवर्नमेंट डिग्री कॉलेज पामपुर से आज मैं आपके सामने एक निहायत अहम, हसास और कौमी मफाद से जुड़े मौजू वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन यानी एक कौम एक इंतखाब पर अपने ख्यालात जाहिर करना चाहती हूँ। हमारा मुल्क हिंदुस्तान एक अजीम जमहूरियत मुल्क है, जहाँ के इंतखाबात हमारी आवाम की आवाज है। एक कौम एक इंतखाब ये एक ऐसा तस्वुर है जिसने हमारे मुल्क के सियासी मंजरनामे में काफी दिलचस्पी पैदा की है। यह तस्वुर विकसित भारत की तामीर के लिए एक बुनियादी संग है। विकसित भारत एक ऐसा ख्वाब है जो हमारे मुल्क को तरक्की याफ्ता बनाने के लिए एक तवील मुद्दती मंसूबा पेश करता है। ये विजन श्री नरेंद्र मोदी की वसादत से हिंदुस्तानी हुकूमत में पेश किया गया, जिसका मकसद हिंदुस्तान को साल 2047 तक तरक्की याफ्ता यानी डेवलप्ड नेशन बनाना है। अब सवाल ये है कि कैसे एक इलेक्शन के जरिए हम जो विकसित भारत के गोल्स हैं वो कैसे हम हासिल कर सकते हैं। जैसे कि आप सबको मालूम है, हमारी रियासत में हर साल किसी न किसी जगह इंतखाबात होते हैं जिसमें हमारे सरकार का काफी ज्यादा वक्त खर्च हो जाता है। एक कौम एक इंतखाबात का नजरिया यही कहता है कि पूरे मुल्क में लोकसभा और तमाम रियासतों के असेंबली इलेक्शन जो है वो एक साथ कराए जाए। तालीम हॉस्पिटल्स कॉलेजेस में लगा सकते हैं। अवामी बेदारी इससे पैदा होगी, लोग जो है वो अपने वोट का सही तरह से इस्तेमाल करेंगे और वो अपने आने वाले 5 सालों के लिए एक बेहतरीन रिप्रेजेंटेटिव चुन सकते हैं। हाँ, ये बात सच है कि इसको नाफिज करना इतना आसान नहीं है, इसमें बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस भी आ सकते हैं, लेकिन हम सबको मिलकर इसमें आगे बढ़ना होगा। हमारी सियासत जमातों को आगे आना होगा। हम सबको मिलकर एक कौम एक इंतखाब को कामयाब बनाने में किरदार अदा करना होगा और भारत को तरक्की याफ्ता मुल्क और खुशहाल और मजबूत मुल्क बनाने में मदद करनी होगी। यूं भी हजारों लाखों तुम इंतखाब हो, यूं भी हजारों लाखों में तुम इंतखाब हो, पूरा करो सवाल तो फिर लाजवाब हो। शुक्रिया।
Well, it is heartening to see a lot of students coming from GDC Tral. So I would like to appreciate the GDC Tral for bringing a lot of students to the college. So again, from GDC Tral, I would like to call Salva Shah to speak over here. Please, Salva Shah from GDC Tral.
घर सजाने का तसव्वुर रखते हो, आओ पहले इस घर की नींव रखे जाए। Respected dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon everyone. I am Salva Shah, representing Government Degree College Tran. Today, I want to talk about one nation, one election, a vision that can transform India's democracy and governance. India is the world's largest democracy, and elections are the backbone of our governance. But frequent elections disrupt governance, burden the economy, and slow down the development. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine if we had a system where elections happen once in the 5 years for both Lok Sabha and the state assemblies. The idea is not about the efficiency. It's about to transform India into the Viksit Bharat. Viksit Bharat एक ख्वाब नहीं, बल्कि एक आहद है. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the voice of future. I am repeating, I am the voice of future, where I wish every individual should raise voice and proudly say, I belong from the Viksit Bharat. India for sure will be the Vishwaguru Bharat. That will be the hub of knowledge, spirituality, and the culture. The government can focus on the long-term policies instead of the short-term strategies. Huge election expenses can be saved and can be used for the education, healthcare, and the infrastructure. Security force won't have to be repeatedly deployed, ensuring better internal security. Voter fatigue will reduce, leading to the greater participation and a stronger democracy. Thank you.
Thank you, Salva Shah, for bringing some sort of an energy in the house. Now, I would like to take a moment and I would like to take a permission from a jury that one of our student in the midway he was not feeling well. So, if you please allow us, he want to participate again. Yes, please. So I request, with the permission of jury, I request Sahil Ahmed Bagi to please come over here. All the best, Sahil. Feel good.
तो अपनी जमीन अपना आकाश पैदा कर, तो इस जहां में अपनी पहचान पैदा कर. My warm greetings to the respected dignitaries, honorable jury members, and my dear audience. I am Sahil Ahmed Wagi from GDC Shopian, and today I feel privileged to share my thoughts on a vision that can transform our nation. Dear audience, one nation, one election, paving the way for Viksit Bharat. Bharat is not just a nation, it is an emotion. I repeat, Bharat is not just a nation, it is an emotion. Yes, a land where democracy thrives, yet governance often struggle under the weight of crooked elections and wasted resources. If we truly have a dream of Viksit Bharat, we must think big, act bold, and reform our electoral process. Dear audience, the idea of one nation, one election is not new. From Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, and Rajendra Prasad, who conducted simultaneous elections from 1952 to 1967, to Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, who is now revealing this vision. And this idea has always been a part of India's democratic journey. But, my dear audience, what is the reality today? Every few months, elections are held somewhere in India. What does this mean? Here, a question resonates in my mind. Are we electing leaders for a development, or are we trapped in a never-ending political drama? Dear audience, the idea of one nation, one election is not new. Dear audience, but my dear audience, what is the reality today? Crores are spent on banners, rallies, and propaganda instead of building new schools, hospitals, and roads. And this is why we need one nation, one election, a vision that will save our resources, accelerate growth, and ensure suitable governance. अजीज साथियों, जिस देश ने चंद्रयान को चांद पर उतार दिया, जिस देश ने डिजिटल इनकलाब लाया, जिस देश ने दुनिया को विश्व गुरु बनाने का ख्वाब दिखाया, क्या वो देश एक साथ चुनाव नहीं करा सकता है? Dear audience, if we can live under one nation and under one flag, then why cannot we have one election together? Imagine an India where elections held once in 5 years, and leaders focus on nation building, not just for vote seeking. Yes, it is true that this reform needs constitutional amendments, political unity, and a stronger electoral framework. But let me remind you, my dear friends, India is a nation of resilience and nothing is impossible for us. I would like to conclude by saying, मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती हैं जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, सिर्फ पंखों से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों में उड़ान होती है. Thank you.
There's a great learning in this thing as well, that keep trying. There is always a second chance, and once you keep trying, your next time will be much more better than the first time. So don't give up. So next I would like to call on Mahnaza Ashraf from GDC Tral again.
एक वतन एक सदा एक इंतिखाब की सदा, एक वतन एक सदा एक इंतिखाब की सदा, जमूर की राहों में हो वहदत का नक्शे नया, इस्तिकाम वतन की हो ये बुनियाद वफा. Good morning, one and all present here. Myself Mahnaza Ashraf from GDC Tral. Today I am here to talk about an important idea, that is one nation, one election, and how it can help us to move towards Viksit Bharat, the developed India. तो जैसे कि हम सभी जानते हैं, हिंदुस्तान दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी जमहूरियत है. हर We can save a lot of money, time spending on election duties. Our leaders and government officials will be able to focus more on development works instead of always preparing for election. This can speed up the progress of our country. With fewer elections, there will also be less disturbance in schools, colleges, businesses, and public services. One nation, one election is nothing but working together as a whole, together as a team to make India more stronger and better. तो आइए मिलकर हम एक ऐसे हिंदुस्तान का ख्वाब देखते हैं आइए मिलकर हम एक ऐसे हिंदुस्तान का ख्वाब देखते हैं जहां इतना तरक्की की तरफ ले जाता है और तरक्की अजमत की तरफ ले जाता है एक साथ मिलकर हम एक विकसित भारत बनाते हैं थैंक यू सो मच
Thank you so much, Mehnaza Ashraf. Thank you. Next, I would like to call, again from GDC Tral, Manpreet Kaur. Achha, she's not here. Okay, sorry. From GDC Tral, again, I would like to call Ritika Manzoor. Please come over here.
ये हमारा हिंदुस्तान है ये हमारी शान है ये हमारा हिंदुस्तान है ये हमारी शान है ये हर दिल में बसता है यही हमारी पहचान है अस्सलाम वालेकुम व आदाब सब मोहतरम हाजरीन मेरा नाम इर्तिका मंजूर है और मैं जीडीसी त्राल की तालिबा हूँ विकसित भारत हम सबका ख्वाब है विकसित भारत यानी एक ऐसा भारत जो मजबूत हो जो खुशहाल हो जो तरक्की याफ्ता हो और ये सिर्फ हमारी हुकूमत का ख्वाब नहीं बल्कि हम सबका ख्वाब है हम सबको मिलकर इस ख्वाब को पूरा करना है और ये ख्वाब तभी पूरा हो सकता है जब हमारे देश में एक ऐसा निजाम हो जो तरक्की के रास्ते में आने वाली रुकावटों को कम करे विकसित भारत जहां हर बच्चे को तालीम मिले जहां हर बीमार को इलाज मिले जहां हर हाथ को काम मिले जहां गांव से लेकर शहर तक तरक्की हो और ऐसा ही एक कदम हमारी एनडीए गवर्नमेंट ने 17 दिसंबर 2024 को 129 अमेंडमेंट के तहत एक कौम एक चुनाव यानी वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन का आगाज करा और ये आगाज हम अगर देखिए एक कौम एक चुनाव इसमें हम अगर देखिए इसमें बहुत सारे फायदे हैं और नुकसान भी हो सकते हैं क्योंकि हम सब जानते हैं हर बड़े फैसले के पीछे ऐसा होता है और अगर हम गौर से देखें तो हम समझ जाएंगे कि इसमें फैसले इसमें जो फायदे हैं वो बहुत ही ज्यादा है और नुकसान बहुत कम है तो ऐसा करते हैं हम इसके फायदों पर ही गौर करते हैं अगर मैं आपके सामने एक छोटी सी मिसाल जो हमें बहुत ही फायदा दे जो वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन है इससे हमारे जीडीपी का 1% 5% यानी 4.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए बच सकते हैं और वो पैसा जो बचेगा वो हम अब आप लोगों का सवाल होगा कि ये पैसा कैसे बचेगा जैसे कि बार बार इलेक्शंस होते हैं और उसमें क्या लगता है वोट के लिए मशीनें लगती हैं सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस लगते हैं कई अफसर लोग अपना काम छोड़कर चुनाव की ड्यूटी में लग जाते हैं हर पार्टी जलसे बड़े जलसे रैलियां निकालती है और इस सब की वजह से हमारे देश का हजारों करोड़ों रुपए खर्च हो जाता है और ये पैसा जो है कि सीधे हमारे देश के खजाने से जाता है जो हमारी कमाई यानी जीडीपी का हिस्सा होता है और अगर ये चुनाव एक साथ होंगे तो हम सब ये पैसा जो बचा हुआ जो बार बर्बाद हो रहा है ये पैसा जो बचा हुआ है इससे हम अस्पतालों को स्कूलों को सड़कों को और रोजगारों पर हम इस पर काम कर सकते हैं लगा सकते हैं आप सब जानते हैं इस मौजू के बारे में हम और भी बहुत कुछ कह सकते हैं लेकिन वक्त का लिहाज रखते हुए मैं अपनी बात यहीं पर खत्म करती हूँ और आप सबको यही कहना चाहूंगी कि हम सब मिलकर अपने भारत को विकसित भारत बनाए कामयाब भारत बनाए तरक्की याफ्ता भारत बनाए शुक्रिया
Thank you so much, Irtika Manzoor. Well, one nation, one election is something that it has definitely it will save us state exchequer. But when it comes to the issues with regard to different states, because India is such a diverse country, I'm just waiting for the students to just hear out how those issues will be and how those issues will be tackled in one nation and one election. So I hope the answer comes once we conclude this event. Now, next I would like to call Toiba Makbul again from GDC Tral. She hasn't turned up. Now again from GDC Tral, Ash Nishan Jan. Okay, please excuse me. Ashina Jan from GDC Tral again. Anisha. Anisha.
She will pronounce her name herself.
यहाँ पे S भी है.
एक कौम एक इंतखाब एक मकसद, एक कौम एक इंतखाब एक मकसद, जब जहदी की राह पर हम सब चल पड़े। मौजूद सामाई अस्सलाम वालेकुम आदाब। हमारा नाम अनीशा जान है, हम GDC त्राल के तालिबा हैं। आज हम एक अहम मौजू पर बात करने जा रहे हैं, एक कौम एक इंतखाब। ये तस्वुर हमारे मुल्क की जमहूरी बुनियादों को मजबूत बनाने के लिए एक अहम कदम है। ऐ वतन के लोगों, हमारे प्यारे मुल्क भारत में हर साल के बाद इलेक्शंस होते हैं। इससे हमारे देश की गवर्नेंस और डेवलपमेंट पर असर पड़ता है। लेकिन अगर हम सभी इलेक्शंस एक साथ करें तो ये हमारे देश के लिए बहुत फायदेमंद होगा। इससे हमारे देश की गवर्नेंस और डेवलपमेंट दोनों मजबूत होंगे और हम हमारे देश के लोगों को भी एक बार में ही सभी इलेक्शंस में वोट देना होगा। ये कंसेप्ट हमारे देश के लिए नया नहीं है। 1952 से 1967 तक हमारे एक साथ लोकसभा और स्टेट डिस्ट्रिक्ट असेंबलीज के इलेक्शंस देखे हैं, लेकिन फिर से हमने इस साइकिल को तोड़ दिया। अब हमें एक बार फिर से सोचना चाहिए कि क्या हम एक साथ इलेक्शंस कर सकते हैं। ये हमारे देश के लिए एक नया और बेहतर भविष्य की तरफ एक कदम हो सकता है। तो आइए हम सभी मिलकर वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन का समाधान करें और अपने देश को और भी मजबूत बनाएं। शुक्रिया।
Thank you so much. I guess half of the participants are coming from GDC Tral, so it puts an extra pressure on GDC Tral. They must be winning some trophies. So to call next, I would like to call on Fazdan Amin again from GDC Tral.
हम अपने जान के दुश्मन को अपनी जान कहते हैं। हम अपने जान के दुश्मन को अपनी जान कहते हैं। मोहब्बत की इसी मिट्टी को हिंदुस्तान कहते हैं। Esteemed dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, close your eyes for a moment and imagine India in 2047, a nation where poverty is history, where every youth has opportunity, where innovation leads the world, where elections are not never-ending circles, but a well-planned and efficient empowering process. A Bharat where government works more and campaign less. A Bharat that is truly Viksit, developed, united and unstoppable by 2047. Now open your eyes. This is not just a dream, this is our future. But the question is, will we wait for it, or will we create it? This is Faizan Amin representing Government Degree College Tral. Today I stand for you as the voice of India's future. Today we stand at a crossroad. Our nation, the world's largest democracy, witnesses elections almost every year. Lok Sabha elections, state elections, by elections resulting in policies, paralysis, satellite development, and an economy burned with the crooked electoral expenses. But what if we change the game? What if we synchronize our elections? One nation, one election. This vision is not just about saving 10,000 crores wasted in repeated polls. It's about ensuring stability, efficiency, and progress. It's about government that works its full terms without the fear of collapsing due to the political instability. It's about enabling our leaders. It's about enabling our leaders to focus on long-term reform rather than the short-term vote banks politics. Unity in voting means unity in progress. Paving the way for the Viksit Bharat 2047. Yes, challenge exists, but has not. India always turned challenge into terms. The choice is clear, endless elections or unstoppable progress. Sorry. Thank you.
Now I'd like to call from GDC Pampur, not Tral. Adafar Makbul from GDC Pampur.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm the good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here. I'm Adfara Makbul, a 6th semester student of political science from GDC Pampur, and I want to talk about a transformative idea that has the potential to revolutionize India's democratic process: one nation, one election. One nation, one election is also known as simultaneous elections, proposes aligning the cycle elections of the state of Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies. But what does this mean to India's future, and how does it pave the way for a Viksit Bharat, a developed India? India's democratic framework is robust, but the frequent elections that we have today disrupt governance, drain resources, and low development. The model code of conduct imposed during elections halts new project launch and policy decisions, causing policy paralysis. Moreover, the staggering costs of elections were rupees 60,000 crore for the 2019 Lok Sabha elections alone divert resources away from the developmental projects. There are so many benefits of this concept: one nation, one election, and I will mention some of them as: by synchronizing elections, we can reduce costs, enhance governance, and promote policy continuity. This approach will reduce electoral costs. Simultaneous elections will significantly cut down costs or expenses on security, logistics, and manpower. Promote policy continuity by reducing frequency of elections. Government focuses on long-term policies rather than short-term electoral gains. Enhance governance. Frequent elections disrupt the policy making. One nation, one election ensures continuous governance and faster implementation of developmental initiatives. Increase voter engagement. Simultaneous elections can address voter fatigue and enhance participation, making the democratic process more inclusive and representative. Balanced discourse. Simultaneous elections would shift the focus from regional or local issues to broader national priorities. Implementing one nation, one election requires careful planning and consensus. The high-level committee on simultaneous elections, headed by the former Ramnath Kovind, has led the groundwork for this transformation. The committee recommends a planned approach, starting with synchronizing Lok Sabha and the state legislative assembly elections, followed by the local body elections. In conclusion, one nation, one election is a bold step towards creating a more efficient, stable, and developed India, a Viksit Bharat. By streamlining our electoral process, we can unlock India's full potential, promote inclusive growth, and strengthen our democratic institutions. So let's work together to make this vision a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Adafar Makbul. Thank you. Let me repeat again. इतना आसान नहीं होता यहाँ पे आके बोलना. So if you cannot give them the round of applause or the word of encouragement, at least give them the silence. Give them they deserve the respect. So please. Next, I would like to call Siratul Nisar again from GDC Kanpur to speak on one nation, one election, the way for Viksit Bharat.
The power of the people is stronger than the people in power. Respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, and fellow citizens, Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon. I am Siratul Nisar, proudly representing Government Degree College, Pampur, and it's my privilege to present my thoughts on One Nation, One Election, a proposal for unified election in India. We all know how elections can be confused and expensive, but what if we could make them more efficient and cost effective? That's what One Nation, One Election is all about. The idea is simple. Instead of having separate elections for the central government and the state government, we have one election for both. This way, voters can cast their votes for the both levels of government at the same time. This idea is not new. In fact, India used to have simultaneous elections from 1951 to 1967. But over time, the system was disrupted. Now we will talk about the benefits. What are the benefits of One Nation, One Election? The benefits of One Nation, One Elections are: number one, saving money by reducing election cost. Number second, improving governance of focusing on work, not elections. Number third, promoting unity by focusing on national issues. Number four, increasing voter participation. Number five, efficient use of resources. To make this happen, the government proposes a constitutional amendment for simultaneous central and state elections. In conclusion, One Nation, One Election is a vital step towards achieving our vision of Viksit Bharat, a developed and prosperous India. Let's support this idea together and make our democracy stronger. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Siratul Nisar. Now, let's go back to GDC Tral. That has been the story of the day. Tabassum Ara from GDC Tral. Hopefully, we will speak on this topic, One Nation, One Election, the way for Viksit Bharat. Please.
ये देश की हिंदू मुस्लिम तहजीबों का शिराजा है। ये देश की हिंदू मुस्लिम तहजीबों का शिराजा है। सदियों पुरानी बात है पर आज भी कितनी ताजा है। तारीख है इसकी एक अमल तहलीलों का तरकीबों का। तारीख है इसकी एक अमल तहलीलों का तरकीबों का। संबंध है दो अदृश्यों का, संजोग दो तहजीबों का। Respected principal sir, dignitaries, jury members, and my dear friends, I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum. I am Tabassum Rafiq, proudly representing Government Degree College, Tral. Today, I want to talk about a revolutionary idea that has a potential to transform the fabric of our democracy. The idea that has sparked nationwide debates. The idea launched by the Modi government that takes a closer look at how synchronized election can streamline governance. That is One Nation, One Election. One Nation, One Election is a bold step towards Viksit Bharat. This step takes a closer look at how synchronized elections can streamline governance, save valuable resources, and empower citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know that India is the largest democracy in the world that has grappled with the challenges of frequent elections. While elections form bedrock of democratic governance, the fragmented electoral calendar has also disrupted governance and drained resources. The vision, the idea, the concept of One Nation, One Election seeks to address these challenges. मैं आपको एक मिसाल देती हूँ कौमी इत्तेहाद की जो इत्तेहाद जो इत्तेफाक जो यकजाती एक देश एक कौम एक जमहूरियत को सियासी ताकतवर मजबूत और तरक्की याफ्ता बनाता है Dear audience, take the example of village where the farmers are struggling with drought. Some farmers want to focus on traditional methods, while others try to focus on new irrigation techniques. Dear friends, if the village is divided, they might argue and waste time that led to drainage of resources and leakage of resources. But if the villagers are united, they can discuss and agree, share resources and support each other. This unity allows them to overcome the drought challenge. Dear audience, the same principle. I'm repeating that the same principle applies to other challenges like education, healthcare, or infrastructure development. Dear friends, a united nation can tackle challenges efficiently and effectively, and create better future for everyone. मेरे हम बटने मेरे साथियों मेरे अजीजों तो आए इस नजरिए को हकीकत बनाए आए एक ऐसा निजाम बनाए जहां इंतखाबात एक साथ हो और हमारे सियासतदान इस बात पर गौर व फिक्र करें इस बात पर तवज्जो दें कि असल हकीकत क्या है असल अहमियत क्या है आए हिंदुस्तान को जमहूरियत का एक मीनार बनाए आए हिंदुस्तान को एक ऐसा आईन बनाए जहां इंतखाबात हमारे वसाइल पर बोझ बनने के बजाय हमारी आजादी का जश्न हो तो मिलते हैं अगली बार तब तक के लिए शुक्रिया
Thank you, Tabassum. Thank you so much. Well, I again take an opportunity to appreciate. I have been involved with debate and seminar committee from the last 7 years in one of the colleges and here also. And it's extremely tough to gather students, 3 or 4. College like Kulgam, with a rule of 7,000 roughly, they are not able to bring at least 2 or 3 students, where GDC Tral has got almost 13 students over here. So when we get the question of what the job is done. So I really appreciate the faculty members, I really appreciate the college in general and the students in particular. So and I assure you this is the last candidate from JVC Tral. Atira Jan. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
एक कौम एक इंतखाब विकसित भारत की तरफ बढ़ता कदम मौजूद हाज़रीन अस्सलाम वालेकुम आज हम एक अहम मौजू पर गुफ्तगू करने के लिए जमा हुए हैं एक कौम एक इंतखाब जो कि विकसित भारत यानी तरक्की याफ्ता भारत की राह हमवार करने की एक बड़ी कोशिश है ये तस्वुर हमारी जमहूरी ताकत को मजबूत करने और हमारी इंतखाबी निज़ाम में इस्तेहकाम लाने की सलाहियत रखता है भारत दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी जमहूरियत है जहां हर चंद माह बाद किसी न किसी रियासत में इंतखाबात होते रहते हैं और इससे हुकूमत और पॉलिसी साजी पर मुसलसल असर पड़ता है क्योंकि सियासी जमातें अक्सर इंतखाबी मुहिम में मसरूफ रहते हैं और तरक्याती काम अक्सर रुक जाते हैं एक कौम एक इंतखाब के तहत लोकसभा और रियासती असेंबलियों के इंतखाबात एक साथ कराए जाएंगे जिससे वक्त वसाइल और पैसे की बड़ी बचत होगी कुछ लोगों को खदशा है कि एक साथ इंतखाबात से वफाकियत मुतासिर हो सकती है लेकिन हमें याद रखना चाहिए कि मजबूत वफाकी ढांचा तभी मुमकिन है जब रियासतें और मरकज एक साथ मिलकर तरक्की के राह पर गामज़न हों अगर दुनिया की बड़ी जमहूरियतें अपना इंतखाबी निज़ाम बना सकती है तो भारत भी इस समत कदम बढ़ा सकता है आखिर में अगर हम विकसित भारत का ख्वाब देख रहे हैं तो हमें ऐसे इस्लाहाती इक़दाम अपनाने होंगे जो हमारी जमहूरी ढांचे को मजबूत बनाए और तरक्की को तेज करे एक कौम एक इंतखाब सिर्फ एक नारा नहीं बल्कि भारत की रोशन मुस्तकबिल की तरफ बढ़ता हुआ एक अमली कदम है आए हम सब मिलकर इस पहल को कामयाब बनाने में अपना किरदार अदा करें शुक्रिया
Thank you so much, Atira Jan. Now I would like to call on Sarush Nazir from IUST. Please.
One nation, one election, paving the way for Viksit Bharat. Respected judges, esteemed dignitaries, and fellow participants, very good afternoon. India, the world's largest democracy, is a nation of immense potential. Yet our fragmented electoral system is occurring that makes the elections occur every year is holding us back. Let's begin with the facts. The 2019 Lok Sabha elections cost around 60,000 crore rupees, making them one of the most expensive elections globally. But the financial burden is not only the part of the problem. Frequent elections paralyze governance. The Model Code of Conduct repeatedly halts crucial policy decisions, delaying projects worth 1.6 lakh crores during the 2019 elections alone. The solution lies in synchronizing our electoral cycles. Countries like USA, Sweden, South Africa have already shown that synchronized elections ensure political stability and economic efficiency. For India, this reform could reduce election costs by 40%, saving thousands of crores annually. These savings could be redirected towards education, healthcare, and infrastructure, accelerating our development. Moreover, a single election cycle would boost voter engagement. Again, in 2019, voter turnout was 67.11%, but it dropped to 58% in state elections from Lok Sabha elections. Critics argue that simultaneous elections undermine federalism and pose logistical challenge. But let me address these concerns. Constitutional amendments like the 73rd and 74th amendments already proven that reforms are possible. Logistics challenge can be overcome with advancements in EVMs and blockchain-based voting systems and a phased rollout. That means prioritizing state elections, local elections. By 2047, India sees itself a developed nation, economically strong, politically stable, and globally influential. To achieve this, we need governance focused on policies, not perpetual campaign. One election, one nation is not just a reform, it's a necessity for a progressive Viksit Bharat. As citizens of this great democracy, we must ask ourselves, do we want a system that prioritizes governance or one trapped in an endless cycle of elections? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, data is like gold, and it makes everything beautiful. So that was reflected in this presentation from Sarush Nazir. Next, I would like to call Aruja Vani from GDC Women's Pulwama again. Aruja Vani.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and a very good afternoon to all of you present here. I am Aruja Vani, a student of Bharat Degree College for Women Pulwama. Today, I want to throw some light on the concept of one nation, one election, which has been gaining momentum across the India, with proponents arguing that it can pave the way for more effective and efficient governance, ultimately contributing to the vision of Viksit Bharat. At its core, it proposes coinciding the electoral cycles of Lok Sabha, State Legislative Assembly, and local body, ensuring that elections are held simultaneously across the country. This idea gained significant attraction in 2018 when BJP government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi revived the proposal. This proposal can be highly beneficial, like one of its benefits is streamlined governance. Elected representatives can focus on governance without any pressure of frequent elections. Similarly, it reduces costs and saves many significant resources like manpower, security, infrastructure. It also leads to increased voters' turnout, as voters won't have to cast their votes multiple times in quick succession. We all know that everything that have advantages might have some disadvantages too. Similarly, this approach has some disadvantages, like it might undermine the autonomy of state governments and favor the party in power at the center. Due to it, national issues might overshadow local concerns. Critics worry that it could concentrate power in the hands of central government. Also, implementing this proposal would require significant constitutional amendments, which could be harder to achieve. It also impacts voters' choices, as voters can vote for the same party at national and state levels, thus disadvantaging regional parties. So the idea of one nation, one election is a complex issue with both pros and cons. However, I firmly believe that it is the idea worth exploring further. So we all should work together to create a more effective and efficient electoral system which should pave the way for Viksit Bharat. Thanks and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Anuja. Next, I would like to call Sobana Nazir from GDC Women's Pulwama again.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. मेरा नाम सोबाना नज़ीर है और मैं गवर्नमेंट डिग्री कॉलेज वुमेन्स पुलवामा की एक तालिब इल्म हूँ। हमारा जो आज का मौजू है जिस पे मैं रोशनी डालना चाहूँगी वो है वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन पेविंग द वे फॉर विकसित भारत। एक कौम एक इंतखाब और विकसित भारत तरक्की की राह में सम्मिलित। हिंदुस्तान में एक कौम एक इंतखाब वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन का नजरिया जमहूरी और इक्तिसादी इस्तेकाम को फरोग देने के लिए एक इनकलाबी कदम समझा जा रहा है। अगर ये निजाम नाफिज होता है तो तमाम असेंबलियों के इलेक्शन और लोकसभा के इलेक्शन एक साथ होंगे जिसके कई अहम फवायद होंगे जैसे मुसलसल तरक्की और बेहतर हुक्मरानी। बार बार इंतखाबात के बायस मुल्क में ज़ाब्ता इखलाक मॉडल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट लागू होता है जो तरक्याती कामों को रोकता है। एक साथ इंतखाबात होने से पॉलिसियों और मंसूबों का निफाज तेज होगा और मईशत को इस्तेकाम मिलेगा। विकसित भारत तरक्की याफ्ता हिंदुस्तान के ख्वाब को हकीकत में बदलने में मदद देगा। दूसरा ये कि वक्त और वसाइल की बचत। हिंदुस्तान जैसे बड़े जमहूरी मुल्क में हर चंद माह बाद मुख्तलिफ रियासतों में इंतखाबात होते रहते हैं जिस पर अरबों रुपए खर्च होते हैं। अगर एक साथ इंतखाबात हो तो वसाइल की बचत होगी और हुकूमत अपनी तवज्जो तरक्याती कामों पर मरकूज रख सकेगी। तीसरा ये कि वोटर्स की शमूलियत में इजाफा। अक्सर देखा गया है कि लोग बार बार होने वाले इलेक्शंस में वोट डालने नहीं जा पाते, लेकिन अगर एक साथ इंतखाबात हो तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा वोटर जमहूरी अमल में हिस्सा ले सकेंगे जिससे अवामी नुमाइंदगी बेहतर हो सकेगी। इंतजामी और कानूनी चैलेंजेस। अगरचे वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के फायदे बहुत ज्यादा हैं मगर इस पर अमल दर आमद के लिए कई चैलेंजेस भी दरपेश हैं। सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज ये है कि मौजूदा आईनी ढांचे में तब्दीली की जरूरत होगी। पार्लियामेंट और रियासती असेंबलियों की मुद्दतें मुख्तलिफ होती है और इनको हम आहंग करना एक पेचीदा अमल होगा। इसके अलावा मुख्तलिफ सियासी जमातों और रियासतों के मफादात का तवाजुन कायम रखना भी एक अहम मसला होगा। ताहम अगर तमाम स्टेक होल्डर्स मिलकर काम करें तो ये हिंदुस्तान की तरक्की में एक अहम संगमेल साबित हो सकता है। नतीजा एक कौम एक इंतखाब न सिर्फ सियासी और इक्तिसादी इस्तेकाम लाने का जरिया बन सकता है बल्कि ये हिंदुस्तान को विकसित भारत के वतन की तरफ तेजी से ले जाने में मदद दे सकता है। अगर इस मंसूबे को दानिशमंदी से नाफिज किया जाए तो ये हिंदुस्तान को एक महफूज मुतहकम और खुशहाली जमहूरियत की मिसाल बना सकता है।
Well, just to give you a good news, those who are bored, we have divided this event into two sessions, morning and evening session, afternoon session, not evening session. So it's 1:30, it's 12:30. We will be joining at 1:30. We have a 1 hour break. So we have a beautiful campus over here. So students and the faculty members, they can just explore the campus. And those who will join prayers, they will do that. We have a masjid here in the campus itself. We are left with 7 participants. So after the break, we will be doing the things.